Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something that I've actually experienced, something that I've practiced, and I've known for a long time. Something that my great grandmother actually taught me, and then my grandmother, and then my mother. Something that we don't joke with at all. And when I started having friends from Latin Americans in different part of the world, I even realized that they actually practice this as well. This is something that they believe in some of their culture. So that kind of amazed me. And I was like, wow. So that means there must be truths to this. Anyways, so there are, I think everyone has a family member that has passed away, sadly. Someone that they love so much and that they wish that they could, if they could talk to them again, if they could see them again, if they could just have some kind of interaction with them again. And they'll be happy. I have that person. Someone that I thought. Let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you a quick story. So I had an aunt that, oh man, she was my world. She was everything to me. I could literally breathe and live in her world. She took me at that time, if you give me my mother and you give me my auntie and you ask me to pick, I think I'm going to pick my aunt. At that time. Well, maybe even now, if she was here. That's how much I loved her. And she loved me so much more that, man. And the most interesting thing was that we actually looked alike. We were like twins. People would see me and be like, wait, didn't I just see? Wait, didn't I? That's how we were. But unfortunately, she passed away. When she passed away, man, I thought my whole world literally turned upside down. Up till this moment, I haven't been able to recover from it. It was like, I felt like a part of me was missing. Like somebody just took a huge chunk of a part of me and it's gone for good. So, I haven't been able to recover. Every once in a while, I would hope and pray and wish that, God, I wish I could see her again. So one day, I was so sad. My grandmother noticed and she goes, what's wrong? You're usually very happy. I said, I just miss my aunt. And she said, I know. But if you ever want to see her again, just light a candle and pray. You could say a prayer out loud. You could say it in silence. Just pray. Usually it works, so it may work for you. I said, are you sure? She said, yeah. So I said, okay. So I kind of blew it off for a little while. After it was almost getting close to my birthday. It was almost like 6 months. Getting close to my birthday, I remembered her. I said, oh, okay. My grandmother told me something like this. And between that time that my grandmother said that and the time that I actually did it, my great grandmother had mentioned it as well. And she told me, yeah, you can do this. Because I had confided in her as well. I was like, this is what grandma told me. Is it true? She said, yeah. Oh, yeah, if you do it this way, do it that way. I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So I went ahead and did it. I took a candle, just a white piece of candle, lit the candle. I called my auntie's name. I prayed. I said, I want to see you again. Your child is missing you. I'm missing you. Everybody here is missing you. We would love to just hear your voice one more time. And then I prayed. And then I went to sleep. I let the candle just light the whole night. I let it on for the whole night. It was like, I think 18 hours burn time candle. I prayed. I went to sleep. When I woke up, well, actually, when I slept, I closed my eyes and I saw my auntie live and well. She was smiling. She was sitting beside me on the bench, looking at me. She smiled. She smiled. I was like, why are you smiling? She said, have you heard from my son? I said, no, I haven't. And truly, I hadn't heard from him for months. She said, okay. She continued to smile. And in the dream, I remember I told her, I said, I'll try my best. I'll do better. I'll check on him. And she said, she never said a word. She just said, when I woke up from that dream, I cried. I cried a lot. I cried. I called, spoke with her son, promised her son that I'll be there. Moving forward, I'll never leave his side. And I never did. I never did. My father, that's my other child. That's my child now. So if you ever feel like you're missing someone who's gone beyond, of course, it's not like you're ever going to see them again in physical form, but just stay in your room, in your private area, very calm and quiet, peaceful. Take a piece of candle, white candle, light it, say your prayers, mention the name of the person, and go to bed. What it does is it invites your ancestors into your space, and then it also lit the path that leads you to them and clears the path. And your entire dream, while the candle is burning, while that conversation is going on, you're with them in the third world, whatever that is. The light is still on and clear and ongoing. So pray. Teach your children. Teach your children, because you never know. When anyone dies, even if it's just a baby, when anyone dies, they become an ancestors. So it's important for your generation to know.